Good morning, children. Welcome back to our new topic from Civics, Grade 6, Chapter 4, Key Elements of a Democratic Government. This is Sridevi from Tal Padmavati International School, Varangal. So, as we heard in the previous chapter about democratic government, where people are the representatives and who are the responsible persons to elect an individual for the country's development, where we give the responsibility under the hands of an individual person who has been elected by the citizens of the country. The democratic government is a method where the complete power is given to the people to decide a representative for the country and its development. So here in this lesson we are going to talk about such topic, democratic government. What is an election? It's a method by which all adults show their choice of a leader, that is called voting. The one who is most popular wins and becomes the leader of the people. So this is what the elections, the method of elections, where we see generally which happens all around during elections time. We even find people voting to different parties. Even in our areas, we see many people during elections where different parties will be giving their informations regarding to vote them, that they serve the people and all. So this is what how the election method is done, where they use their vote power by dropping their valuable vote to an individual representative into the ballot box. And this would be the right of an every individual of the country who is above the age of 18 years in our country. And coming to the point about a democratic government, the government that India has is a democracy. That means the people themselves are the rulers of the people and the rulers of the people and are chosen by the people. Choosing the leader happens though elections, the method is through elections. That is, every individual citizen is given right to vote. Generally, in the last chapter, we heard that suffrage movement where women is not given right to vote. But here in this chapter, we are learning about completely the democratic system of government, where every individual citizen of the country is given the right to use his vote power. That is what the meaning or the main uh, intention of democratic government is: ruled for the people, by the people, and of the people, where they choose the representative for the country. All adults in the country get a choice to use their voting power, which is called as adult franchise. And when we talk about what does this leader do, the leader takes decision for that area. The leader has to think of what is best for the people when he or she takes the decision. Does the leader stay as a leader forever? No. In India, the election for that leader's position happen after every 5 years. That is, every fifth year is been again conducted. The elections are conducted, and an individual person will be elected as the final representative for the country from an individual party. And again, after 5 years, again the elections are being conducted. Again, we'll be choosing a eligible person who is a right person for the country's development. So the same leader could be chosen by the people again, or a different leader can be chosen. So it is good that elections happen every 5 years. Of course, it is where that decides whether the person who was given the responsibility to develop the country or to look after the people will be known about what he has done within that 5 years. If he does good, he may be elected for the next 5 years, or if there is no satisfied development from that individual representative, he may not be given the chance for the upcoming elections as a one of the member to be the representative for the country for next 5 years. And the method of elections is every individual will be given the ink mark on the right or the left finger. The mark is done on the right on the left hand showing finger, and it would be given to decide that the individual person right of vote is being utilized. And yes, it's great that the way, if the leader doesn't work properly, a different one can be chosen, as I told you about the voting system. As and this would be the method where every individual's right hand or the left hand uh, finger is been marked with an ink, where that shows that he or she has utilized his vote power. So the leader decides then what is the people's participation. When the leader is given the complete responsibility, what is the uh, work given to his participation. So the leader decides what the people needs according to their needs. And when we talk about the conflicts, what are conflicts? Conflicts are fights or arguments when people don't agree or something, they are said to be in conflict with each other. Protests are a part of democracy. Can that lead to conflicts? Yes. Sometimes conflicts do end up in big fights with stone throwing or even fire that are being started. So the government are particularly police have to work hard to control their fights. Obviously, as it is an issue created in the society, so it would be the responsibility of the judiciary and the government to look after that situations and control them by taking the action to set the situations where the conflicts can be controlled. And what are the reasons for these conflicts? Conflicts are arguments. They can happen for so many reasons. Of course, they can happen for so many reasons. Groups can fight based on religion, sharing resources, a law, and many more other things. And it would be a country to country conflicts. So, related to that situation, let me talk about a issue which has happened in our country. A river may flow through two or more states. How the water is shared between states can be a reason of conflicts between two states. Like when we talk about an issue regarding the river, that is Kaveri River. So let me tell you the situation, how it has happened, where the government and the people were fighting for the flow of river water, that is river Kaveri. So Karnataka has a dam on the river Kaveri, and so does in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu does not get water unless Karnataka releases it. So I can give you a clear information about the conflict or the issue which happened. By this, which you get a clear information where Karnataka did not allow the Kaveri river to flow into the Tamil Nadu. When Karnataka doesn't release it, there is a conflict. Obviously, one state, the country is of so many states where there must be a unity between the people and unity between the states. So, of course, the water is very essential for every individual person in the country, all the people in the country, where one country needs to share with the other country. So here the water, Kaveri river water are being objected by the Karnataka people. They did not allow this water to flow into the Tamil Nadu region. So there raised an issue which we can say as the conflict between two states with reason of water. Who settles a fight between these two? State governments. So obviously when such issues are being done in between two states, or the issue was being continued, then who will stop these all issues? Who will control these all issues? That would be either the state government or else the central government. The central government has to step in and work out a solution so that both states will share the water firmly with no issue. Okay. So, when we talk about the equality and justice, due to the old caste system, a lot of people were labeled as untouchables or the Dalits and treated very badly, where we have discussed even in the previous chapter. It was about the Ambedkar or Valmiki. So, in a democracy, it is important that everyone gets treated fairly, which is equality or justice. So, something has to be done for these people to revise the wrong situations or control the wrong situations. For that, all people must be considered equal. No one is allowed to treat Dalit badly anymore. If anyone does, they can be punished by the law. Dalits are also the people who are given the special allotment in the education system, in the colleges, and even in the jobs. And there is a reservation. The reservations are for the weaker sections like Dalits. They are supposed to help them and get stronger like other people, where the equal status is to be given. So, in many families, everyone cares for the boy child and ignores the girl child. So, the government tries to have lesser fees for girls so that the families will let them attend the schools and colleges. The government hopes that with these families will help treating girls as not the burdens. They stop even treating the girls as the burdens. So this is what the children about the importance of democratic government.